Ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a while since we've done anything like this. Welcome to Red Dead Redemption 2. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the game, kind of unscripted like, and I wanted to talk a little bit about accessibility in a game like this. As someone with a visual impairment who very much struggles with certain aspects of playing a lot of different types of games, Red Dead is certainly no exception to that. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience playing the game and what works, maybe a little bit of, unfortunately, what doesn't work. All of that under the guise of enjoying some Red Dead on Tuesday of all days. I'll pop into the little menu here. I'm going to stand up from the old squeaky chair and see what we can cook ourselves. Some big game. Let's start off with part of this nutritious breakfast. Big game, how about some fish? I have some of that. Arthur, grab it on this knife there and hold her over the fire for a moment. Cook it. Munch up. Yeah. Some good breakfast there for Mr. Morgan. And go ahead and stomp out our fire and get this adventure started. So I like Red Dead a lot. It's a fun game to play. It's a fun world to spend some time in, and I tend to like to play it once in a while. Gotta listen for my horse. Let's see, where'd you go? So one thing that I tend to use is like the little camera lock on. Worked over this way. So we're gonna guess that my horse has gone off too.
My girl.
Indeed, there she is.
Easy there, girl.
So among other things, one of the things I tend to struggle with a game like Red Dead is direction, depth perception, which is important up here because I think we're kind of in an area with a bunch of cliffs. If I remember where I was last time I stopped playing the game. So we're going to walk slowly, allow my horse to make some educated decisions about our potential route, and hope that we don't fall off a cliff. Because that's not how we want to start the day. And there we go. We've gone far enough in that direction. Let's see what we can get up to here. I'm going to try to get off this elevated area here. Kind of freaking me out. I hear the train up ahead and here to my right, but I think this is pretty sheer. It is. Here's what we're going to do. I'll walk on foot, see if we can find a safer route to get down here. So yeah, depth perception, not my strong suit in a game like Red Dead, because it's beautiful, can't deny that. Have our horse follow us here. And the way that I do that is just with the kind of whistling shortcut. And we're going to hope that she can find a better route than we can, because that looks pretty steep. I don't think I like that. Head back this way a little bit, try to get down a little quieter. Quiet like. Make our way down without falling off the cliff would be neat if we could do that. So Red Dead is fun. I do like to jump in once in a while, however. Certainly gets frustrating in terms of things like this. You can hear that my horse is nervous. Makes me nervous as well, because I'm not good at navigation, particularly. When it comes to more treacherous terrain, I die is what I do. No method to the madness. I just fall off a cliff and that's the end of that. Which you might see momentarily if I can't pick my way down carefully enough. Which is what we're trying to do just here, and I don't like that. I felt the controller go on me for a second there. I think we might be in a better spot here. So we're going to walk our way down. It's a pretty sheer cliff we've been making our way down here, so I don't want to see too much of that start to be a problem for us. I do hear the train. We are close. How close? Something I may or may not want to find out directly. There she is. That was a cart. So that tends to be helpful. Okay. Well, what I'm thinking is as I talk about my next point here, we're going to hop aboard our horse, pick out a destination. And the way we're going to do that is I'm going to hold down my button here, get to the map, and hit the square button to bring up our destination list, and pick one that way. Now, I'm not going to go do any story content or anything like that. I don't even think I really want to do the story or the stranger missions or anything like that. So we're going to see what we can get up to that aren't those things. Shady Bell, bait shop. Let's see, where can we get off to? The doctor. A fence? Why don't we go to a fence? See if I have anything worth selling. I doubt it. Worth a check anyhow. Looks like we have to go exactly not the direction we're going, which is okay. So the way that I tend to travel in this game when we talk about roads is just this. I'm going to get ourselves on the road here. Hit that cinematic camera button. Look at this. I can let go of the controller and let our old horse here take over for us. Get up to a good trot. Just a light go. And we're off to the races here in the cinematic camera. And though I like this game, I struggle with it at times immensely. And so I get frustrated enough that I put it down on fairly regular occasions. And the reason for that is somewhat to do with the controller, somewhat to do with my vision. And so I like to jump in when I'm feeling like I have the patience to, you know, wrestle with some of my struggle points. A lot of times I like to get to the fence or a butcher and sell some things, some goods that I pick up, or some fish. I like to go fishing a lot in this game. I find that very relaxing. There's that fellow in his cart going on his way. And I like the more chilled out aspects of Red Dead, the kind of role-playing aspect here of Arthur. Petting his horse. And there goes some birds. We freaked them out. And I love the music. It's just it's a very pleasant experience to play Red Dead. And I don't play it maybe now as much as I did for a while. I like that you can control this camera here, so if I move the stick, I can kind of choose what kind of shot that I want. So if I go all the way this way, I'll kind of go the opposite direction as Arthur. And then if I want to follow him here, I can do that. Cool tracking shots of the wilderness of West Elizabeth. At least I think that's where we are. Here comes another fellow running away. One of those might be some wild horses, actually. Pick up the pace a little bit here. Gonna run our horse ragged, but we'll pick it up so we can get up to the fence and see if I have anything worth putting off it. I think we're headed to Emerald Ranch, would be my guess. But in terms of accessibility, you know, video games are hard as a whole, and Red Dead is no exception to that. For instance, in this camera, fairly often I will just run people over because I don't see them and I'm letting this cinematic camera take over, and so I kind of give up that control a little bit, and I don't have the vision to react when the camera keeps changing angles, which is a good thing. I don't mind it, but it does make it a lot harder at times to do what I want to do with the game. But that's okay. You take your wins and your losses, and like I said, if I ever get to the point where I'm too frustrated with the experience, I give it up and take a break, which is, especially in terms of accessibility, it's a route I recommend taking. Now I'm hearing some sheep, which tells me we may be nearing Emerald Ranch proper. There's also a dog. Start slowing ourselves up a little, because I'm thinking we're getting on in towards the ranch. I don't want to be running anybody over who's out on business with the town. So we're going to cross the bridge here. I can hear the difference in the hooves, and so that tells me a little bit of where we're at. Slow her down a little more as we make our way in. And I am seeing fence lines. That's a good sign. Alright. Is this where we want to be? I think it is. This is a guess that this building here, let's see, is this the fence? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'll cut back here and see if this is where we want to be, right here. A little muddy. That's how it goes back in these parts.
Hey, mister. Bird-brained son of a gun.
Why is he mad at me? I don't know that I understand, sir. This is also entirely possibly just somebody's barn we're walking into, so... Oops. Huh. Well, I'm not quite sure I played my hand right on this one. Again, things I struggle with visuals in terms of, who's here or what's going on. This looks like a barn to me, and I hear the blacksmith, so I know we're close to where we need to be for the fence, but I'm not sure I'm in the exact right spot. If we make our way this way a little. Hop over the fence. Now, this isn't quite where we wanted to be. Or maybe it's close and I'm just backwards. We're gonna hop back to the road here. Freak out all the horses.
Yep. Come on. Yep.
There's my horse. Maybe?
Okay then, girl.
Alright, I was hoping that was my horse and not somebody else's horse. Always freaks me out. Oh, we weren't quite where we wanted to be.
Morning.
Good morning. Okay, we're gonna let the camera take us the rest. I thought I was at the fence. I was not at the fence. So we're gonna let our old horse take us the rest of the way as the rain begins to fall here at Emerald Ranch. Take our walk.
You're okay, girl.
Uh-oh, why is she running?
You good, girl? You done good, girl. Easy now. Good girl.
Okay, is this it here, maybe? No, not quite. Where are you going, my friend? She does not want anything to do with any of this. And I can't see nothing. The rain here.
Yeah, there's a girl.
Alright, well, we'll let her go where she's going. If it's in the middle of nowhere, it's just in the middle of nowhere now.
There, girl.
Yeah, I think she's just kind of running through the hills at this point. I don't know if that makes me very comfortable here.
Okay then. You done good, girl. Easy there. You're okay, girl. Whoa, easy.
And she's not liking this. Is it just the weather? Uh-oh, we might have to be getting in a fight here.
All right, then.
The hell's got you bent out of shape? I'll help you die. That's what you...
Okay, well, that's not how I expected things to go. Let's see, did he
Here.
kick the bucket or what? Makes me a little uncomfortable.
Wait.
And we gotta comfort the horse. I don't know if that's that same guy from the farm that was mad at me or what. Let's see here. It's looking like we want to head in roughly this direction. Well, that's what we're gonna hope to do, and nobody gets too mad at us for shooting that fella. I'm gonna grab my trusty lantern because it looks like it's getting a little dark out here. Morning. Thanks for waiting for me, my good sir. Alright. Let's hope we can get on to our dealings here. That might make the horse a little nervous.
There's a girl. That's good, girl.
Some rain apparently in the area in real life as well, but haven't heard a darn thing tonight, and it's been dry, so use my Arthur voice. We need the rain, Dutch. That's the other thing I like about this game, all the voices. I have a plan. That's my Dutch voice. I have a plan. I'm gonna yell about my plan all the time, Arthur. Do you not have faith in me, Arthur? Of course I do, Dutch. There you go. There's that. There's that for you. Unasked for, yet received. But yeah, we're gonna try this whole fence thing again. Maybe without one fella bothering me. Maybe that's why my horse was perturbed. And she was a little worried about that. Well, here we go again. She's... Hey, hey.
Good.
I know the weather's scary, my guy, but... So she is not liking this. Okay, here's the deal. She's not staying on the darn road. I know it's scary, my friend, but... There's no excuse to be a crazy horse. Alright, let's see here. It's very hard for me to see. Okay, so we want to kind of head this direction, no? Stand a little bit right and then straight on, so there must be another road just up the way right here, maybe? Is this where the fence is, though? Not quite. So we're... Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Good horsey. Alright. Don't start running all over the place. You psycho.
Yeah, that's my girl.
See, I don't know if she's even staying on the road. That's the issue. I think she is, at least for the minute. Alright, I'll let you go. I hope you're right. There we go. Now she's taking a more definitive change in direction, but... Okay. I'm gonna look at the map manually here, because it's a little silly and I don't fully understand. Excuse me. Okay, it looks like it's this building. I'm sorry I'm bonking the mic all over the joint. I think it's up here on my right. Possibly this one. See if we can say hi to this guy here. There he is. Hey, brother. You, willing to chat? Not so much. Have to come on. I hate this contextual. There we go.
Go on, have yourself a quick nosy.
Alright, I'll have a nosy, but we're gonna sell first. That's what we're gonna do.
It's worth buying. I'll buy it.
Alright, let's see what we have that we might be willing to exchange for some. Oh man, the inventory system in this game. Okay. Let's see, well, we got 4 of these gold pocket watches. I think we could part with a couple of those, no?
Come across a few of these myself.
We'll keep one around in case we need to know the time. Or any such event. We have 4 of these. What are these guys? Some bracelets. I think we could part with 3 of those as well.
Oh, yes.
Maybe
People
2.
lose these all the
We'll
time.
take one and put some stuff in our camp box as well. So we'll keep some of these things.
Very nice.
Oh, we
Shame
got
to part
8
with
of these.
them.
Wow, where do we get 8 rings? Gold wedding rings. Wow, a lot of ticked off wives are going to be hanging out.
Pick this up off the street, no doubt.
Making a decent amount of the money here. Let's see, what else do we have? 4 of these silver pocket watches. Go ahead and get rid of 2 of those. Man, more wedding rings, or what are these? Silver emblem ring.
Pick this up off the street, no doubt.
How did you know? A platinum pocket watch. Don't mind if I do, my good
Where
sir.
did you get this, I wonder?
None of your business. That's where I got that. An emerald. Where the hell did I find an emerald? Darned if I know. $50? I'm not selling that for right now. Neither with this gold bar. I don't want to lose any of that if I were to suddenly, unexpectedly kick the bucket or some such. Which tends to happen when you're me. Alright.
Appreciate it. Lightens my load.
Well, we've sold our wares, our ill-gotten gains, as one may say, and I think I'm gonna head this way. Find a spot to set up a camp, maybe outside the ranch here. Have ourselves some food and take a fishing trip to end out the night. How about that? Yeah, accessibility, I mean, combat-wise, I rely a lot on the auto-targeting, which, if you've played Rockstar games, is decent, but not necessarily without its issues, for sure. Tell our horse that we gotta pick her up just a little, thank you. We'll head out here. Hit the old road this way for a moment, get ourselves out of town, and then find a spot to set ourselves up for some camp-related activities. Follow the train tracks. I think that's a good go. Alright, we're not going to run a full tilt or anything like that, but we'll follow the tracks, get ourselves away from town a little bit. Maybe have a run-in with a train. We will rob a train in another video if you guys would like to see a blind guy try to rob a train. It's certainly a thing that can happen. I didn't say it would happen well, effectively, successfully, or without being dead. But if you're interested in the attempt, I'm happy to share it with you for the sake of the old YouTubes. I think out here looks like a good place as any to set ourselves up a camp. We'll head out here a little bit and come on out in this nice little yeah, you're alright. Come on. Just gonna come in the woods right on in here. How about we hitch up the old horse? One of these nice trees. I'm actually sometimes getting into first person does better for me hitching up because I can see where the heck I'm going. We're gonna go with this guy right here. Let's turn around this way. Very good. All right. come on, I want the one that we were... No, we were at a darn good looking tree. No. Yeah. Turn her this way, my friend. There we go. And we'll get her off horse here. There we go. Thank you. Get you all settled right there. And, and there's our noble steed.
Come on, girl.
Cleaned up a little bit after the day's toils. A lot of this I do with muscle memory. I can't read the prompts very well unless I get really close, and so I try to memorize the things like brushing the horse and feeding the horse so that I can do them right. Do one more. Stellar. Looking good, my friend. How about a snack? You've done well helping us out today. I think you deserve a treat. Yeah. There you go. Alright, you rest there. I think I shall rest up on this hill. That's what I'll do. Oops, I messed that up. We need... No, I don't want the crafting. Here, I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. Set us up a camp right here in this spot. Looks about as good as any. And just like that, we have ourselves a nice camp. Get our new camera here. In the woods with Arthur. The better spots in gaming, if I do say so myself. Let's see. Yep, just like this. Make ourselves some food. It's a solid fire. But yeah, in terms of accessibility, I mean, Red Dead is not great, not horrible. You know, it sits in kind of this middle ground, and I tend to enjoy it for what it is. We're going to hop out of here, and we're going to sleep. This I do have to read, because these sometimes like to change. So we're going to sleep until the morning hours here. Hope nothing terrible happens to us in the night. Get lots of good rest. Like I said, we'll end the day with a fishing trip, I think. Early to bed, and relatively speaking, early to rise is Arthur. We'll make ourselves some breakfast, I think, before we hit the trail for the day. Plenty of food to work with. Not really liking the music, though. It's telling me that something might be afoot. To be honest, I would rather not be afoot. We're going to go ahead and get our fire extinguished for the day. Apologize if you can hear my phone in the background chattering away, as she tends to do. And we're going to find our nearest moderately large body of water, which is not very near. Let's see. Where do I want to go that's hopefully kind of chill? How about up here to the lake? I think that sounds as good of a spot as any we shall find, and a big peaceful lake. Good spot to end the day, I think.
Hey, come on.
I don't like any of this. I don't like the music. I don't like the implication that nonsense is afoot. I'm gonna bonk things, and I do apologize. It's very hard for me to see what in the world's going on here. Shoot, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. I don't know what's going on, but we gotta go.
Yeah. Hold up. Easy there.
Alright. I gotta get off. I gotta get off the horse. Alright, he's gone. Oh, I'm not in a good spot. Okay, got that guy. We might need a snack, though. Did we get him? I didn't like any of that. Okay, I didn't like any of that at all. Some bounty hunters, I think, were after us there. Fortunately, I think we got them. Let's see if I can find their bodies here, see if we have anything we can loot from them. I know that by the vibration in the controller. There was one Philip. What did you have for us, my fine sir? Anything? Not really? Go on then. Alright, where's the other guy? Right here. Oh, I think I'm hitting the wrong button. Throw you on the floor. And we hit triangle to get our loot. There we go. Alright, I see the square. There we go. Hit the wrong buttons. Alright. Well, I hope our horse is okay, because we are... I don't want to say we're not okay, but... could certainly be better. I hear our horse, I don't see our horse.
Yep.
You alright, friend? How about we give you a snack so you don't keel over on us or something? Well, it sounds like she's expelling the last snack we gave her. Well, have this anyway, would you?
Eat this.
Okay.
Let's go, girl.
Okay, my friend. Alright. Try to get up here and get ourselves back on the road. All that for a fishing trip, eh? Oops. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Alright, we're getting to the road. Let's see.
Easy there, girl.
Alright, now maybe we're on the road here. Okay. Think we made it?
Yeah. Whoa.
Alright, now we're good to go. And I'm Arthur, so we're gonna travel. Ready to fight in case we need to.
You all right, girl?
Alright. So we can find us a good place to fish uninterrupted. It's quite enough excitement for me for one day. Just trying to go on my fishing trip. I don't have to be beholden to all this bounty hunter nonsense. We're away. Scaring the wild horses again. I feel like we can maybe put our guns away. I don't hear that music like we did when we woke up. I didn't like that. And I knew I didn't like that. I had to, unfortunately, put two fellas in the ground who got in my way. Doesn't mean I did it very effectively, but we did it anyway. Scare the wild horses off again.
Yeah. Good girl.
Running our horse pretty fast. We want to get to our fishing spot before the day's over. At least that's the goal.
Yeah, there's a girl. Yep. Yeah, you good, girl? Yeah, that's my girl.
She is running hard for us here. We're going
Rootin.
to back that off just a little bit.
Good girl.
Hope you guys are doing well. If you have any questions about how I play Red Dead as somebody with a visual impairment, please let me know. Short answer is not well. But we try anyway.
Yep.
I'll pick it up one more time here as we get through the forest.
That's a good girl. Easy there, girl.
Alright, she's doing well, and I think this might be our stop. It is. Wow, she made it.
Never let me down, girl.
That's right. That's right. Arthur said it well. Come on,
Giddy up.
let's get ourselves out of the brush here and over to the lake. There you go, friend. You can go on to wherever you'd like, my friend. You have done us well.
Real good, girl. Real good.
I like that you can really tell how much Arthur cares for his horse, you know. It's more than an animal when you're in the West, and this one's done Arthur a lot of good. We're gonna let her rest. We're gonna go fishing. That's what we're gonna do. Come on over here. Pull out our fishing rod. It's about time. Our horse go do whatever she needs to do to rest and recoup. Heck of a journey. She just helped us out pretty big time. Up here, get some.
Let's try
Start with some basic bait. Again, most of fishing for me is muscle memory, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cast our line. Hold on to our pole. Tighten our line. I know we technically don't have to do that, but I do anyway. Now we wait. See who's biting. I like to fish in first person. Find it more relaxing that way. And off we go. Try that cast one more time. That seems better. Here's a squeaky chair and the sound of a fish bite. See what you found, Mr. Arthur. And he'll tell you, so if you wait a minute, he might tell us what this is. Or maybe not. Well, we'll keep him anyway. Sometimes the dialogue gets a little bugged, you know. It's alright.
How's about this bait, I wonder?
My favorite Arthur line when he's fishing. Here, let's go cast on here, I'll tell you more. But my favorite Arthur line when he catches one is, "You, sir, are a fish." Just makes me laugh every time. See if we can get that line as we reel in ours. Got another one. Not much talk about the
You're
fish.
staying with me.
Alright. Now we're gonna head back here. Try a big piece of bait here, see if we can get something a little larger. Now we're gonna cast ourselves. We don't want to go too high, but we want to go far. We're gonna kind of come up like that. Alright. Slowly start reeling her in. I like to fish in Red Dead. I think it's fun. I think it actually, in terms of being most related to the real life skill of fishing, I think it's about as close as you're going to get in a video game, unless you're going to buy like a specific video game for fishing. But I think those can get a little overcomplicated, and as someone who doesn't really like to fish much in real life, you know, this is good enough for me, I think. Simple, but really carries the effective, you know, the vibe of fishing. And for me, it's about just being outside. You know, maybe being with someone that you like to be with. And he ate my bait, and he's a little guy. Dang it! Oh no, he got the bait back, I think. Keep him as well. Lots of little ones today. Nothing big and scary just yet. See if I have any lake lures left. Let's see, which one are you? Lake. I like these. See if we can catch a big one. We'll end the day with a big catch, I think. At least we'll try. Let's get ourselves way up there.
Here we go.
Alright. Start reeling her in, see what we can catch. You guys like to fish? I did when I was little. Had a purple and yellow pole, Snoopy on it. And I like to go fishing with my dad, my grandpa. It's fun. I don't know, as an adult, I like the company. I like to be outside. But the sport of fishing itself, I don't know. I'd rather just take the company, I think. But if you're a fisher, if you fish, what's your best fishing story? What's the biggest fish you ever caught, or the neatest story you have about fishing? I don't know that I have a lot of specific ones. Remember my uncle and my grandpa always used to tell me I had to kiss the fish when I caught it. Of course, I didn't want to do that. I'm pretty sure this is a lake, not a river. I could be wrong. But yeah, I just like to sit with the music on and soak up some virtual sun, I suppose. Not getting a whole lot of much, are we? Thinking it might be a case of needing to recast. I don't know. I'm fairly sure we're on a lake. This part of the map. Let's check it out. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is the yeah, Flatiron Lake, right? Yeah, so we're on a lake. Just take another step into the water here and really get her out there good. Come on,
Anything
Arthur.
biting, I wonder.
That's better. All right. That's the one. I can feel it. Tighten up our line and see what's out there. I liked, my grandparents had a cabin, and we would take the pontoon out. I always liked cruising in the pontoon. Sometimes we'd go at night or right after dinner. Grandma always called it the sunset cruise. That was my favorite. Just knowing that that's something that they like to do, and they both passed on now, and I miss that stuff sometimes. But she was a big Jimmy Buffett fan, and with his passing just the other day, just made me appreciate the fact that she liked to listen to Jimmy Buffett, Beach Boys. You know, she liked some of that tropical music, despite living in northern Wisconsin and Minnesota. And the appeal to that has certainly been passed on to me. I like some Jimmy Buffett, Beach Boys. Some of the bands I like now kind of carry on some of that, and can't go wrong with some Jimmy Buffett, that's for sure. I hear some rain, which means we might have a better shot at a couple fish here. Rain doesn't have to be a bad thing. I don't always like it. I get cold fairly easily, and so sometimes I don't really like the rain, but make sure I put the right lure on the darn pole, because I've done that more times than I care to admit. Swamp. Nope, this is lake. Alright. Let's try her again, Arthur. Come on. Give me a good, strong cast. Okay. Clouds settling in. Gotta catch something to end the video, don't we? A little windy. Good time for some fish to be biting. Try to keep it moving a little more. Maybe it'll, with the rain, you know, maybe they'll see something, be half interested. I can't see the ripples to know if there's anything, you know, coming over by us or not. So I just hold my pole and hope for the best. Same as I do when I really go fishing. I had to have very brightly colored bobbers when I would go. You know, you see your regular bobbers are maybe red, or, you know, those for night, lime green, yellow. As bright as you can make them, because as soon as it got more than about 10 feet from the boat, my ability to see them was all but gone, and I had to rely on the feeling of the line for a bite. Hope that I could, you know, feel enough to feel it and hook him. Sometimes I'd hook them, you know, in the eye or something like that. I felt bad. I don't mean to hurt them. Still feel that way. I don't want to hurt any fish. Rather not do that if I can avoid it. Come on. We gotta get a bite, don't we? Come on, fellas. Just peaceful though. Listening to the rain. Rain on water's calming. I remember my grandparents' lake, the thunder was unreal. Just echo. They lived on like a bay. It would just echo, for such a long time. Didn't hear it very often, but I remember one year we got a big hailstorm on the lake, and then next day we went swimming in the water and it was freezing. It's all those little pieces of ice, melted in the water. It was terrible. Look at that, though. They say in The Last of Us, you can't deny that view. There it is. Listen to that. I don't know if it's the best time to be fishing. Ooh, that was cool. Glad that storm is over there. Is she coming over here? I think we might have to give her up. Well, we got a few things anyhow. Set up our camp. I'm thinking it's a darn good time to get into a tent. Arthur's thinking the same thing. Man. Well, at least we can be out of the rain in here. I'll flip our camera this way a little bit. Well, that's the only third person we're going to get, huh? Just sort of in the tent. I'll wait out the rain and chat for a moment and get Arthur some food and ready for bed. It's been a good day. Unfortunately, no catch there at the end, but you can't always catch fish. It's a little unfair to end the episode that way, but so she goes, I guess. Staying here in our tent. Let the rain pass through. These little tents like this are just kind of neat. I don't know if it would always be my cup of tea, but you can hear our horse out there. It's getting windy. There have been some rough storms. One of the summer camps that I went to, every year it just seemed like we got nailed on a certain day, one day of the week. They would just get destroyed by not just like a thunderstorm, but I mean like apocalyptic severe thunderstorm tornado nonsense. And it was like always on the day that we wanted to do the big thing, maybe the camp out or certain activity. Or when it was Christmas in July, we just got destroyed by storms and whatnot. Just not good. Can we get our fire going, you think, Arthur? You do that? Aha. A little fire going. It's amazing the detail. I mean, look at this. The fire is probably a little bit on the sad side because the weather is certainly not to our, our benefit, I suppose. Let's see. Let's get a better camera angle here to watch. And we got just a couple minutes left to record, and that's what we're going to do. Right here, let Arthur put his knife away and soak up the afternoon sun, I guess. Don't have very much time left, so I think we'll put the horse in the thumbnail right here. Arthur as well. Kind of made our snack and prepared for the afternoon as much as you can anyway. Appreciate you guys checking this out. I know this was not a very scripted affair or anything like that, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you have any questions, like I said, about how I play Red Dead from an accessibility perspective or anything like that, I'm happy to answer as many as I can. And if you have any other questions or comments, concerns, queries, theories, conspiracies, ideas for world domination, recipes, or vacation ideas, feel free to put those in the comments down below, and I'll catch you for the next one. Peace.